we're back with WRPB and WRPB Studios. And you know, it's really interesting because my wife has a mane of hair that anybody wishes they had, especially me because I have very little. But the industry, okay, of hairstylists has kind of just blown up. And with me, I'm blessed to have Donna and Kimberly from Lemon Tree Family Salon.
Correct.
Okay, so first question. Kim, how long are you doing this?
I have been doing hair in the industry for about 20 years now.
Why?
I've always been a creative person. You know, I loved art class. I loved, coloring. I loved all that stuff. I was actually a dog groomer for several years and decided to switch species, and I went with humans. Had an epiphany one day when I was getting my own hair done, and I was like, I wasn't sure where I wanted to go. All of a sudden, I was watching her do her work, and I'm going, I could do this.
Well, right, you already had the base. I guess the base is the base when it comes to styling, and that's an art in itself. Okay?
It is.
So, you run this place,
Yes.
okay?
I'll do all the ordering and the answering the phones, making the appointments, paying the bills, unfortunately.
Oh, she has a tough job, the bill paying job. I hate that job in business.
I'm leaving that in good hands because this woman can organize like you wouldn't believe.
You know, it's interesting because we just said before we got in there, being an entrepreneur, you got to be a little crazy, okay?
Crazy
And
house.
most people don't understand what entrepreneurship is. They think, oh, you could come and go whenever you want. It doesn't work that way.
No, it
we
does
work
not.
more hours than anybody. If I figured out my hourly, it's probably about $1.75. Okay, that's just how it is. So, the salon, men, women, kids.
Yes.
Everybody from your 2-year-olds to your 92-year-olds, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, the toddlers, everybody.
Okay, are you going to add other services within the facility, such as nails, pedicures?
We won't be doing nails, but we do a full service of hair. So we do colors and perms and keratins and highlights and all of that. So, but we also do waxing, so facial waxing.
Okay.
So eyebrows, lips for women, men, whoever.
Yeah.
Right. Look, for me, and I guess everybody's skin is different. Okay. So for me, shaving on my neck is very, very difficult. It gets irritated very fast. But I waited too long to have hair removal because you have to have pigment in order to have hair removal. And I was already getting gray, sorry to say.
Those grays are very stubborn little creatures.
Yeah,
they don't go without a fight.
Okay, so you've been in this industry a long time. Have you seen changes since you got into the industry?
Oh God, yes. Hair honestly changes as frequently as the fashion industry changes. You know how every year these are the fashions, these are the colors. Hair follows along with that, and it does cycle. Like all of a sudden we're seeing perms becoming popular again.
Oh, I hope not.
Especially in men.
Really?
Oh,
Young
yes.
guys, 20-year-old guys are coming in getting perms.
Oh my gosh.
It's rather surreal some days.
I
but-
wasn't a big fan of perms myself. I don't like the look, okay? And I look back at older pictures of my mom during those years. And I go, Ma, you really did it? My mom's 89. I said, you really did this to yourself? She said, yeah, but I can't say anything because I look back and I was wearing leisure suits. so go.
I
Oh,
laugh.
believe
My
me.
mother was a hairdresser way back, and every picture she has a different color, different hairstyle, and different glasses because they all went together. So
Yeah,
you know,
that's true. Today, what is the hairstyle that people are going with? Straight, wavy, curly?
It's really everything goes. We're trying to take a step back to people embracing their natural texture.
Okay.
So while keratins, Brazilian blowouts, things like that, the straightening treatments are still really popular, people are being encouraged to kind of embrace their curl, embrace their wave, embrace the hair that they were born with, and just learn to work with it.
Do you find, because I can tell you I find this, if you have straight hair, you want curly hair. If you have curly hair, you want straight hair.
I have straight hair, and I would love it to be curly.
Really?
Oh yeah.
See, now, I like straight hair. Okay? I think it has a shine to it. It has a look to it that curly hair will never, ever have, in my opinion. Now, that doesn't alter the fact that straight hair can have a wave to it. Okay, your hair's straight, and you got the little curls on the bottom, the waves on the bottom.
I actually have a lot of natural wave and curl in my hair. I just blew it out straight and then used a curling iron to soften it up.
Okay, so that opens another door. Curling iron. Healthy, not healthy for hair?
As long as you are smart, you're not using it on the highest heat setting, use a thermal protectant with it. Think about it this way. You wouldn't take a beautiful steak and throw it in a frying pan with no kind of butter or anything to protect that steak from burning. Do the same thing with your hair. Be nice.
Interesting. So you do the ordering? Okay. The products that you order, how do you decipher what?
Well,
is
we
the
are a
company?
Paul Mitchell
Okay.
company, so that's what we are focusing on. We have the tea tree, which is a beautiful, and my dog is going to be the spokesperson for the pet line because Paul Mitchell does have a pet
Really?
line,
Yes,
and
they do.
it smells amazing and it does wonders on her coat. So she will be the spokesperson for that. But yeah, it's a really, people don't usually, they're like, but I can get, these cheap ones in the supermarket. And I used to do that myself until Kim came along, and I have now used better products and I have better texture, my hair is healthier, and
You got great shine to your hair, okay? I mean, your hair looks wonderful.
and I use better products. I don't use the supermarket sale items anymore like I used to. So it does make a difference.
I always talk, and you guys have heard this before, always use a professional, which leads you back to somebody coming home and doing their own hair, coloring their own hair, and then it comes out orange. Okay? So do you see a lot of those people?
I see a lot of it, and I've fixed it all over the years.
Okay, so does it, I have no clue because it's not my industry, does it take longer to do your own hair than it does to go into a salon and have it done?
Honestly, yes. Because I don't know about you, but I'm not that great about seeing what's at the back of my own head, nor reaching the back of my own head to do anything precise back there.
Right.
People will do their own color at home, and frequently their hair tends to be pretty dry. It fades really quickly. They're forever missing spots in the back. It's just come see me. Your hair is the one thing that you carry with you all day, every day. It's the outfit you have to wear every day.
Right. And it
Treat it
depends
right.
on the person. Like for me, like the first thing I notice on somebody is their hair. Okay? And that is really, my wife was listening to my show. She lives in Indiana. And when we had video, her hair stands out. Well, my wife, I'm only 5'2", my wife's almost 5'10". So when I go to an event, people will go, well, there's Vicky. We must be down there somewhere. Okay? But her hair is always noticeable. And everybody asks her, who does your hair? Who does your hair? She is a billboard for the salons. Okay? And it's interesting because sometimes she curses at her own hair, okay? Are people, here's what I see. People that get older cut their hair shorter.
Yeah.
Why?
It's just
Time.
harder to maintain,
Time,
too.
aggravation. And frequently, as you grow older, too, your hair does tend to thin out a little bit. And if you're trying to keep it long, it tends to look thinner, whereas if you cut it shorter, it's easier to make it look fuller.
Oh, interesting. My wife was young and she cut it short, and it looked really well on her. But my wife today, with short hair, I don't think it would look well at all. Maybe because I'm so used to seeing her with this long mane of hair. A lot of people are coloring their hair.
Yes.
Is there a specific way to treat your hair after you color it, as compared to
Yes.
just...
You want to use a color care product because it's usually going to be either sulfate-free or a lot lower in sulfates, and sulfates do strip color. That's why you also have to be careful in, St. Lucie and Martin County. The water tends to be a little hard. That can be hard on your color as well.
interesting.
So if you're using products that are geared to help keep your color safe and keep it lasting longer, you're going to be a little ahead of the game. It's not going to strip it so much.
Okay, so someone comes in, gets their hair colored. How long does it last?
Permanent, well, you have your different grades of color. You have everything from, your temporary colors, which are usually a rinse that are meant to last from shampoo to shampoo, just for a little splash of some tint.
You're going out, you want to be fancy,
pink
have a
hair?
little fun. Yeah.
Okay.
I got the purple today, so
oh
you
yeah,
know,
now
yeah.
I see it.
It matches my
colorblind.
dog's. It matches my dog's tail. We match.
You
So
have your semi-permanent colors, which we'll use on younger girls that just want a little. See, I want a little hint of red to my brown hair, but something that's not going to last all that long. Great, we'll throw on a lovely semi-permanent red. Just give it a little bit of shine in the sunlight. It'll eventually fade away. But then when it comes to those gray things, then you got to go in with permanent color to cover them up. And when it says permanent, it's exactly what it is. It is permanent. And it will last. Your roots will grow out, and you have to come in and get the roots retouched.
Oh, that's it. That's what women complain about. Oh, my roots are coming in. You're right. I was thinking that, well, the color's fading out. But no, it doesn't fade out.
no,
Okay.
it
It's
doesn't
the
fade
roots that's
out.
fading
Growing
back
out.
in.
That's it.
Okay. What's the website that you have?
We are www.lemontree.com/Stuart.
Okay.
There where you can find the price list online. We also have our rack cards that we can give out, that we actually have them in a little box right outside of our salon. So if somebody happens to be walking by on their way into Publix, by all means, grab one.
You have a phone number where they can make an appointment?
We certainly do. It is 772-247-7245.
Everybody, I got to tell you, people like Donna and Kim, they start a business so that you have professionals to deal with. And that is the key to success, is always dealing with a professional. With that, everybody, I want to thank you ladies for coming on.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so much
much
for having us.
Everybody have a great day, and we'll be right back.